Of an all-out war in the Middle East are ramping up as cross-border strikes continue between Israel and Hezbollah.
Lebanon's health minister says 51 people were killed and more than 200 injured during the latest round of Israeli strikes just today. This comes after the Hezbollah militant group fired a missile at Tel Aviv in its deepest strike yet into Israel. The IDF says it intercepted the missile and in response will activate reserve troops to the northern border. According to the Associated Press, just a short time ago, Israeli forces are considering a potential ground invasion in Lebanon. CBS News contributor Robert Berger joins us now from Jerusalem with more on this. Robert, you've got civilians being killed in Lebanon. You've got Israelis terrified for their lives. What's the latest on the fighting at this hour?
Well, the Israelis are launching airstrikes all day long, basically, and Hezbollah has been firing dozens of rockets across the border targeting northern Israel. Of course, the big news of the day was this ballistic missile that was fired at Tel Aviv. This is the first time Hezbollah has ever targeted Tel Aviv, which is obviously ramping up the conflict and is a serious escalation. This ballistic missile actually carried hundreds of pounds of explosives, but it was intercepted by Israeli defenses, and then Israel responding with those airstrikes. And on both sides of the border, as you say, people are terrified. You have at least 200,000 people that have been displaced in the recent fighting this week in Lebanon. And of course, 60 or 70,000 Israelis have been out of their homes for the past 11 months.
And Robert, we know Secretary of State Antony Blinken joined CBS Mornings today to try and talk about the war in Gaza. Let's play a little bit of that for our viewers.
We've been working on this ceasefire deal for a while. We have an agreement, a piece of paper that's got 18 paragraphs. 15 of them are agreed. The last 3 continue to need some work. The problem we have right now is that Hamas hasn't been engaging on it for the last couple of weeks. And Sinwar, its leader, has been talking about an endless war of attrition. Now, if he really cares about the Palestinian people, he'd bring this agreement over the finish line.
So we just heard, Robert, in your analysis of how things are heating up on the northern border between Israel and Hezbollah. The problems with trying to get a ceasefire in terms of Gaza and the fighting between Israel and Hamas. What are the main sticking points in this ceasefire? Why is Hamas not agreeing to it?
Well, you know, there's a new diplomatic initiative now by the United States to try and link the Lebanon crisis with Gaza and try and get a deal that would stop the war on both fronts. And this is focusing right now at the United Nations, with Lebanese officials being there, leaders being there, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu heading to the UN. There's hope that maybe the two conflicts can be linked. And there's talk about a possible pause in the fighting, maybe a few weeks, that would help, get this diplomatic initiative going. The sticking points in Lebanon are that Israel wants Hezbollah to move about 18 miles north of the border so it no longer poses a threat to Israeli civilians. And in Gaza, the sticking point has been pretty much the same. Hamas wants a complete end to the war, and Israel has refused to agree to that, saying it won't stop the war until Hamas is defeated and destroyed.
All right, Robert Berger, thank you.